Morning, it's Valerie Ling here. I am going to share with you that I have made a mess of my day today. Incredible mess. And I felt really horrible about it. And I was up really early today trying to fix some things about today that really may not be totally fixable. So here's the context. The last couple of weeks, I've had some significant changes in the way that I do work. I've reshuffled things in my diary. So Mondays typically would have been a client and clinic day for me. And that has been the way, I think, for a couple of years now. And then Tuesday is dedicated to something, Wednesday dedicated to something, Thursday dedicated to something. I actually made some gaps in my diary on a Tuesday and Thursday because I'm heading into some new territories and I wanted some space to start planning and actioning those things. And so I moved quite a lot of things to the other days. I totally botched up my diary on Monday. I'm very embarrassed to say that I didn't turn up to a place that I was supposed to be, even though I knew that that was where I had to be. But my body clock just didn't respond to the cue that it was time for me to go and do something else because I was in another headspace. I have then proceeded. Last week, my lovely assistant actually looked at my diary and made an executive decision of her own and canceled and moved some things because she said, "You're not eating lunch. There's too many things on in your day." And guess what? This week, I refilled all those holes with other things. And she is meeting me this morning. And I think we need to have a serious talk as to what on earth is going on and why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? She created all this space and I've just gone and filled it all in. So this morning I went up to my husband. This is a great way to wake up, isn't it? It was like 7 o'clock and I don't give people a lot of time to register and it was boom, eyes open. Here you go. Let me tell you about my day. Please pray for me is what I said. And then I said, a hole in the diary doesn't always have to be filled with something. And he told me, that is quote worthy. So I thought I would jump on here and share this with you. Where's your lunch gap? Are you having that many transitions? I've got about 6 transitions today. Oh my goodness. I'm fighting the urge to really be very hard on myself. How many transitions do you have today? How many roles are you going in between in a really short time? This morning, there was 6 a.m. coaching, then there's an 8:30 coaching call, then there's a 9 o'clock supervision with a student, and then I've got a 10 o'clock meeting, and I've got a website meeting with my website person, then I've got a meeting with my executive assistant, and then I'm flipping to an assessment. I've got to assess another. I've got like 6 or 7 different transitions, right? And this evening, because I'm a minister's wife, we've also got some counseling sessions. It's just not possible to do that many transitions. So I've made a big mess of my day, and I want to tell you what I'm going to be doing to be accountable to you, but also let you know that this stuff is really easy to slip by. Number 1, I already canceled the 6 o'clock coaching space. I just couldn't do it. 6 a.m. I said, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to cancel. Felt really bad about it, but however, I will not survive today if I don't actually get some sleep and rest because I was up at 4 o'clock. So I'm going to do that. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do, the next 2 things I'm going to do is really, really hard for me. If you've ever done any programs with me or journeyed along with me, you will know that one of the hardest things for me to do is to actually ask people to help to take care of me. And it's particularly to do around food for lots of reasons. Second thing, and it's already making me feel sick in my stomach just thinking that I'm going to do this, but I'm going to have to do this. One of my children, I was up with me today and I said, I need a hug. And she gave me a big hug. And I told her, she said, Mom, what's going on? And I told her, made a mess of my day. And she had this wisdom for me. She said, what I want you to do today is you need to have food stocked up so that you can graze through the day. There's no point getting hard on yourself that you didn't schedule your lunch break in. You're just going to have to eat and graze. But here's the thing. I don't have time right now to even go to the shops to pick up anything. So the hard thing that I'm going to do today, right now, and I'm telling you, it's very hard for me to say this, I'm going to ask one of my team members to go to the shops to buy me some food. Very hard for me to do. I'll just need blueberries, strawberries, nuts, smoothie of some sort, some carb of some sort, and lunch. Okay, I'm going to ask for help. I'm going to need to ask someone to head out. Look, when I'm anxious and I'm nervous, I get a really itchy nose. It's one of the most irritating things in COVID. Ugh. Anyways, that's what I'm going to do. The second thing is also equally hard to do, but I'm going to do it. I've identified that I've made a mess of my diary. I need to go into deep focus. I have no break from 8:30 to 3. I'm going to need deep focus time, and I'm going to be needing to do a bunch of weird things in the space to recover and recharge. Some mindfulness stuff. I'm probably going to need to lie on the floor at some point or something. I'm actually going to reserve some office space for myself 100% where it would normally be shared. I'm actually going to have to ask for grace by my office mates to say that I need to go into this room between 8 to 3. Nobody can interrupt me. I'm not going to be able to respond to emails. I'll see you all next week because tomorrow is my day off. So these are the two things that I'm going to do. And I will hopefully come back online and let you know. So the last words from me is we all mess up. I've messed up. It's an element of self-compassion, figuring out what we can shift, figuring out what we can move, seeing if we can cancel some things, and reaching out for some help and some assistance to actually help us to get through a day such as today. Okay, take care.